Hammerwatch 2 is the indie follow-up to the original Hammerwatch, which released on PC Steam many years ago to raving reviews. So it's no surprise that the developers over at Crackshell and Modus Games, the publisher, decided to give it a second go-around with Hammerwatch 2. This open-world hack-and-slash action RPG is officially now set to release onto the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation consoles, Xbox, and PC on December 12th. And today, not only do we have a couple of brand new game trailers showcasing what this game is going to be able to do on consoles, but of course, some of the brand new additions that players can expect, as a lot of brand new tweaks from the developers are going to make this game available on consoles. Remember that in this original PC launch, there were some issues that they had to kind of work around, but at the end of the day, as they are reworking the game to basically get it to run on consoles extremely well with actual controller support, it's going to be one of those things that developers needed to tweak some things around, and based on some of the gameplay we are seeing now, they did a bang-up job. First and foremost, they are confirming that there will be a special digital bundle available, although there's going to be also a physical version as well. We don't have any confirmation yet if it's going to be launching around the same time of the game, but ultimately it might end up being a early 2024 physical launch. This one is going to be including, of course, a brand new character color palette changes, new facial items, and a character voice pack is going to be included as well. So basically some little bit of brand new additions right there for console players, but it doesn't necessarily end there. With the blog update, they mentioned that journey through the Hammer Island, the fallow fields, and the dark mountainous regions of Black Barrow, all created in the signature Hammerwatch pixelated art style, following the bright and horrible dragon's army seizing the land once again called home. The dethroned King Roland has selected you as one of the mighty heroes that he believes can restore the kingdom before its plunge into the darkness forever. Build a custom Hyrian hero and choose between 5 distinct character classes, whether it is the Paladin, the Ranger, the Rogue, Wizard, and or Warlock, before customizing your appearance and leveling up to unlock powerful new abilities and brand new skills. Then, gather your closest warrior allies to journey alone or save the throne by putting an end to the blight and the horrible takes over for good. So of course, not only does it feature a full-on single-player experience that some players on the PC ended up experiencing when it launched back in August 15th, but now we of course have the confirmation that there will be online co-op being supported. Now, one of the questions that a lot of players are instantly having is, well, does that mean cross-play? Can I play, if I purchase the Nintendo Switch version, can I play with PlayStation players? Can I play with Xbox players? Can I play with PC players who already have the game? We don't currently have answers to that as of right now. The developers haven't necessarily confirmed that as of the time of this recording. If they do, certainly I will be providing some sort of update in the comments, but that is certainly one of those questions that a lot of players seemingly still have. Alongside that, the trailer also showcases that there will be a brand new boss making its way into the game, one that simply wasn't available when the game originally launched on the PC. So this is going to be brand new content. They're not saying that it's going to be an expansion by any means, but certainly new content will become available for console players once they're able to get their hands on it. For those who are choosing to buy it, or whether it is on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, or Xbox, the game will cost, I believe, is $24.99 for just the base version of the game, but if you decide to buy the Chronicles edition, that will be $39.99. There's still no confirmation on what the price is going to be for the physical version of the game. Again, that is most likely going to be making its way in early 2024, but what we do know so far is that at the very least, for those Nintendo Switch players who love their physical goodies, they are going to be able to get their hands on one of those physical versions in the future as well. But that's about all the information that I have for you guys today. Once again, the release date is for December 12th on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series S, Xbox Series X, Xbox One, and of course the Nintendo Switch. We don't have any confirmation if mods, for example, from the PC version are going to be making their way to the console release. Obviously that's a little bit more tricky, since a lot of PC games of course receive many mod updates, and this is a game that's already been supported, or at the very least openly targeted for mod support on the PC. There's even the developers putting out videos regarding mods. You should have been seeing that rolling in the background. So the developers fully know that there's mod support there on PC. That is something that they certainly would like to bring over to consoles, but we don't have any clear indication as of right now that Crackshell will be able to get that over to the console players in the future, alongside with the fact that, of course, if you purchase the game on the PC already, would you be able to have the freedom to bring your character over through cross saves onto any one of the aforementioned consoles, whether it's Xbox, PlayStation, or the Nintendo Switch? Just like cross-play, cross-saves is one of those things that is really up to the developers themselves to kind of decide what it is that they want to do, and ultimately it's just going to have to be one of those wait and see approaches. Of course, as we get closer to the official release on December 10th, maybe the developers or even Modus Games, the publisher, decides to provide us with some details on that, but as of right now, we don't have any sort of direct answers. I personally cannot wait to get my hands on the game, certainly on the Nintendo Switch. I will be doing my best to try to get a review out there as we get closer to launch, based on what the embargo looks like, because this is one of those games that I'm always, certainly the first one, I played a little bit of it on the PC, but on the Nintendo Switch, when it came out, the original one, I didn't really get a chance to play it, and the second one certainly catches my interest, so it's going to be one of those games that I'm going to definitely try to request a review code and see if I can put out my opinions on it as we get closer to launch. So I definitely want to hear from you guys in the comments what class you are looking to start playing with. I know when in the original one, players were very apt to kind of just stick with one class and not necessarily switch around too much. This time around, because you have all the support of the 5 classes, and then the fact that, of course, just co-op gameplay, I don't know if that's going to open up the doors for players to kind of mess around with different classes and create different characters. Maybe play with, have a character that you play with friends, have a character that you just do solo. It'll be interesting to see how those dynamics kind of like open up as players decide to do some interesting things with some of the massive changes that we have seen from the transition between the first game, which, not to say that it was limited by any means, but it certainly was a right approach. It's just wasn't as ambitious, and the second game kind of like blowing the doors completely wide open, so we're going to be able to see just where does it ultimately go, specifically with the console release. But that's about all the information that I have for you guys today. If you are brand new to my channel, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Hit the bell to receive notifications when the videos go up. And as always, thank you so much for watching. See ya.